So co-creation, it's a lovely word. In Ireland, we use co-production. And some of you may know, similar to the word recovery, it can get overused and it can be used without really understanding what exactly it means. So what we want to do across Europe is have a consistent approach. And in order to have a consistent approach around co-creation, what we really want people to know is, what does it mean? And I am really excited to see what's coming in on the channel from the vote around what it means to you. So if you were to look at elements that are involved in co-creation, what would they be? Well, the first thing is that it's a collaborative process to ensure better mental health for everyone. It's about trust, it's about power sharing, and all of that is based on the recognition of the expertise and the diverse perspectives. So you're looking at people who have lived and have living experience, they're supporters, professionals, and decision makers. It's about being, but more importantly, feeling equal in the process. It's about being listened to and having your voice valued for what you say. It's about sharing ownership, responsibility, accountability in decisions that are made, but also it's around implementation of those. It is based on mutual respect. And yes, I can 100% tell you co-production or co-creation is messy. And if it's a thing that it's not coming across as being messy, then it's not being done right. Because when you get a lot of perspectives in the room, you are going to have to work around sharing the learning, listening, learning from people, so that then you can get the best decisions out of that. A lot of people would say, oh, but it takes more time. It doesn't actually. It takes more time in the planning of it. But when you work in co-creation, you will get what it is people need as opposed to what we think people need. But it is easier said than done. And that's why last year, members of Mental Health Europe, supported by the team in Mental Health Europe, working in co-creation, developed the guidance document and the toolkit, which is dedicated to supporting any organisation across Europe who wants to begin their journey on adopting this way of working. It's a living document, and it will continue to evolve and change as we advance the co-creation process. The links will be dropped into the chat by Jason, and that will make it easier for you to access all of that. And I'm only going to go into one facet of it, and it's something that I want you to start thinking about based on what you're going to hear from the panel around the questions, but also what they're going to present to you around their experience. So there's 7 principles of co-creation. When it comes to inclusivity, first question to ask yourself, are the right people here around the table from the get-go, from the outset? Be that in relation to policy development, a research project, a service development, a program. Equality. What does equality actually mean? Is everyone's perspective being acknowledged as essential? And are we acknowledging the experience, the expertise, the skills, and the insight that everyone brings to this process? Ask yourself around respect. How are we going to demonstrate respect in a constructive manner when we work together? Reciprocity. How will we genuinely share our thoughts and our feelings about the experience we have as a group? Where we get that mutual learning, then we will get shared meaning. The sharing of power. You need to recognize that different areas of expertise so that then we can have a result that you have shared ownership, a democratic shared ownership of the process. Accessibility, and this is a key piece. It's really important that we have equal opportunities to participate and contribute to this process. And that means taking a look at resources that are needed to make sure that we can get everybody who has a voice to contribute to this into the room, including financial support. And transparency. The whole process is jointly and clearly outlined and understood. And that means there are no sidebar conversations. There are no meetings before the meetings. The meetings that are held together in unison. But co-creation is a process. It takes time to learn how to do it and to get comfortable with it. It'll challenge you. It will involve changing how we perceive our roles. It can be frustrating, and at times you will question yourself around it, but I can 100% guarantee you that if you adopt this way of working, you will see real change in the outcomes for those who use our services, the supporters of those who use our services, service providers, academic, researchers, and policymakers. And in conclusion, and it was said by Charlotte, this is an election year. We have a voice. We have an opportunity in all our countries to come together with agreed asks, have our voice raised and heard about mental health, human rights, discrimination, and stigma. Thank you.